All right, good morning, afternoon, whenever you are watching this. Hi, everyone. So we are starting solving one and two step equations today. That's what we're doing. And so we're going to be solving linear equations. Some are going to have one step rather, and some are going to have two steps. That's why they're called one and two step. Now, this is your worksheet that you're working with. The goal when you're solving equations is always to isolate the variable. That doesn't change. To isolate the variable. All right. Now I'm going to go through numbers 1 through 4 with you. Now, if you remember from literal equations, right, you always are trying to isolate the variable. So we're going to try to isolate x, we're going to try to isolate a, we're going to try to isolate p, and then also y. So let's start with number 1. If I'm trying to solve for x, all I have to do is divide both sides, inverse operations, by 3. I'm left with x is equal to negative 9 over 3. And that can be simplified to be x is equal to negative 3. And that's it. One step. All we had to do was divide both sides by 3. Let's do another one. Here we have a fraction, and if you remember from literal equations, in order to get rid of fractions, we multiply both sides by the denominator. In this case, my denominator is 4. So multiplying both sides by 4, the 4's cancel on this side. I'm left with a is equal to 48. Another one step, because we literally only made one step, right? All right, here's another one-step equation. If I'm trying to isolate p, I'm trying to solve for p, I just have to use inverse operations here. Subtract 4 from both sides. These 4's canceled. I'm left with p is equal to 8 minus 4. They are like terms, so we can combine them, and that is equal to 4. And we're done. And then lastly, number 4, if I'm solving for y, inverse operations, I'm just going to add 9 to both sides. And I'm left with y is equal to, these are like terms, negative 12 plus 9. That will leave me with negative 3. And there we solved for x, a, p, and y. Go ahead and try 5 through 8 for yourself.